Python is a popular programming language. Many people choose it as their first language. The reason is simple: its commands look a lot like plain English. This makes it easier to read and understand. You can use Python for almost anything. People build websites with it. Scientists analyze data with it. Artists create digital art and animations. You can even use it to automate boring tasks on your computer, like renaming 1,000 files, filling out online forms. The possibilities are huge, and they all start with learning a few basic ideas. This essay will guide you through those first essential steps. The big benefit of learning Python is how quickly you can create something useful. Let's begin this exciting adventure together and take your first step into coding. Let's start with the most basic idea in all of programming: a variable. A variable is like a box with a label on it. You can put something inside the box to save it for later. In Python, you create a variable by giving it a name, then using the equal sign to assign it a value. This value is the information you want to store. For example, you could create a variable to hold your name or your age. In this example, we have created two variables. The first one is named player name, and it holds the text Alex. The second one is named player score, and it holds the number 100. The information we store can be of different kinds or types. Text like Alex is called a string. Numbers like 100 are called integers, which are whole numbers without any decimal points. Another very useful type is a list. Now that you know how to store information in variables, the next step is to make your program interactive. This communication happens in two main ways. Output is when the program shows information to the user, like displaying a message on the screen. Input is when the program asks the user for information and waits for them to type something in. The main command for showing output in Python is the print function. You simply put whatever you want to display inside the parentheses. You can print a simple string, the value of a variable, or even a combination of things. To get input from the user, you use the input function. Whatever the user types is then returned by the function as a string. You will usually want to save this string in a variable so you can use it later. Let's combine input and output to make a simple interactive program. So far, our programs have been very predictable, but to make truly useful and intelligent programs, we need them to be able to make decisions. In Python, we do this using if statements. An if statement checks if a certain condition is true, then runs an indented block beneath it. Indentation is very important in Python. It is how the language knows which lines belong to the if statement. For example, let's write a program that checks if a number is positive. We use the greater than symbol, which means greater than. For that, you can add an else block. The code under else will run only when the if condition is not met. You can handle more than two possibilities with one or more elif statements. Let's create a program that tells you if a number is positive, negative, or zero. Practice task. Ask the user for their age. Use an if elif else statement to print a message telling them if they are old enough to vote, assuming the voting age is 18. Imagine you needed to print the numbers from 1 to 100. Writing each one would be incredibly tedious and time-consuming. This is where loops come in. Loops let you repeat a block of code without rewriting it. Python has two main loop types. The for loop A. For loop iterates over a sequence, like elements in a list or a range of numbers. Example: a list of pets. Use a for loop to print each on a new line. A while loop repeats as long as a condition is true. Make sure something inside the loop can make the condition false. Otherwise, you get an infinite loop. Loops plus conditionals can produce short, powerful code. Practice task. Use a for loop with range 1.6 to print 1 to 5. Practice task. Write a while loop that asks for quit and repeats until the user types that exact word. As your programs get bigger, you might find yourself writing the same block of code in multiple places. Instead of copying and pasting, use a function. A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. To create a function in Python, use the def keyword, followed by the name, and parentheses, then indent the code under it. After you have defined this function, you can call it whenever you need it by writing show greeting. Use parameters to make functions flexible. The same function can behave differently depending on the data you give it. Functions can also compute a value and send it back using the return keyword. Practice task. Write a function called calculate square that takes one number as a parameter. The function should calculate the square and return the result. Call the function with the number 7 and print the returned value. Now it is time to put everything you have learned together into a single working program. We will build a simple but complete script that interacts with the user. First, let's start by displaying a welcome message. Use a simple print statement. Now ask for the user's name and store it. Input returns a string. Convert that string to an integer with int. Include the user's name in the response. If user age, 18 elif user age, 40 else. Add more elif conditions for different age ranges. Or ask another question, like their favorite hobby. Project task. Add a new question that asks the user for their favorite color. Project task. Add a line to the final output that says, by the way, I like their favorite color, too. Congratulations, you have just built your first complete Python script. Keep coding.